If you think I beat you up, somebody discovered the lake today. We went to Clear Lake. It was full of people. Now he's shedding chunks. So we couldn't stay at Clear Lake. We couldn't even get in the water. There was a flatbed truck blocking the, basically taking up the entire beach. I will leave it at that. So we went to Windy Lake, and Hugger had never been in the water before. If you've been following his progress on YouTube, you will know that he had licked the sand but didn't know what to do with the water. So we went to Windy Lake, and Windy Lake, I think for about a quarter mile, it's knee-high, calf-high, knee-high water, and it's really nice and warm. And so we went in slow, and I threw water on his back, and then he realized, this feels good, especially on his tummy that has all the bug bites, right? It's really soothing, and the lake water here is, I think, alkaline, so that's going to help heal. And so there's these two little sausage dachshunds. One of them was 16, and he's just going crazy in the sand, wanting to play and just going absolutely bonkers. I wish I'd had my camera, my phone, but my battery was dead. So then we go back in the lake, and he just sat there, and I'm like, yep, he's got it. He knows what it is. He knows the. So I have a wet spot in my bed. So what, you want another cookie? And unfortunately, I had long pants because I didn't have any clean shorts. I said I would make shorts for myself over the winter, but then Dewey happened, and I didn't really sew much, if at all, this winter. So, this is what's coming out of him right now. And I groomed him really, really thoroughly the other day. But he won't let me see his other side. His other side's actually worse. But the lady at the lake said that it's typical of the blackmouth cur. They shed a freaking lot. I don't really care. Just don't bite me. He's totally worth it. Like, I'm not even pulling hard. I'm just, taking what I see that's sticking out, really, and just And he also drank lake water, which I was like, see? It's like the wet stuff we have at home, only better. So it was funny because the lady with the dachshunds was at Clear Lake too, so we kind of ended up meeting up at Windy. But because we went back a second time in because he laid down, he played in the sand, and I'm like, there's no way you're sleeping with me if you're covered in sand. So I let him go outside, and then he let his crazy loose, and the migraine's back, and just dried off a little bit, but it's like 24, 25 degrees Celsius. I'm not even going to try to convert that for my American friends right now. Can you see the other side? Look at that. Look at that. It's just coming right off. In nice big chunk. Ooh. And I got to change his puppy food, which absolutely sucks, because the one that I bought was the cheapest of the three options. And I'm finding flies around the bag every morning, and I do not like that. It's freaking gross. So, look at that. Like, I'm just holding on to the white part, because I don't want to yank his hair off. Hold on. Yeah, you can have those. I took them out for you. That's the only... That and cheese curds, which you will not get again, is the only foods you can have it. Go ahead. He met people at the lake. He met a lady that actually, the people at the lake, that met him at Clear Lake, I doubt they'll see this, but thank you for following my, don't eat your hair, following my instructions, because I explained that he was young and that it was not okay for him to jump. So, and I asked him that if he jumped, please tell him down. So the 3 or 4 adults that he went to see, he did exactly that. There was a little boy that he pet, Hugger went to him, and it was a toddler that came screaming out of the water, and I've never seen a dog's tail tucked in so hard, so close to the body before. He terrified Hugger. And I actually had to hold on to Hugger's collar and make him sit. And Hugger, I was very glad to see that he came to me for protection, for comfort. And it's interesting to see how some people parent their children or their dogs, and how some people are quite liberal. But the parents were right there, so it was really good. Like he went for the dachshunds, actually, I guess because they're closer to the ground, closer to his level. And I just decided, I don't want to stress Hugger too much either. I'm rambling now. This was the first time with a whole bunch of people. The music was loud. There was a lot of bass going on, bass, whatever. No, there was no fish there. So I figured, we're going to keep this safe and not overdo it, not overtire him, and just go somewhere else. Where I was going to go to the second beach, and then there was bikes there, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to walk in on teenagers making out, just watch. So I just said, screw this, and we went to Windy Lake. So it was it's a beautiful day. I mean, it's probably our first beautiful weekend day where the lakes have warmed up enough, and people are we've had a long winter, and everybody wants to go to the lake. Everybody wants to go for a swim. And I'm just really grateful that this guy here seems to like water. I don't know if he can swim yet, but he sure liked sitting in the water and cooling off. So I am going to try and find him a kiddie pool. My outdoor tap does not work, so it's going to be filled by hand. I'm going to pail it. I had a kiddie pool that unfortunately it broke, but it would, Dewey wouldn't use it, so I would put rocks in it, and every year when I'd go to the lake, people would rip off the wild irises that are there, so I'd bring them home and pop them in the kiddie pool, and every year I had 2 frogs that would come and live in my little makeshift pond. And they would entertain Dewey by he would just chase them around, or just try to follow them around the pool. So if anybody hears of a sale on kiddie pools, kindly let me know. So my wet dog is there. I am absolutely grateful that I have my waterproof seat covers, because he was soaking wet. My legs were soaking wet. My seat cover wasn't on though, but his was. Okay, the migraine is hitting full blast. I'm really hoping it's not at the beginning of a cluster. But it's a beautiful day, so I hope you all enjoy it. And I'm just grateful to the Lord that He likes water, that it's something that we can do, that, He's, I'm learning how to get him to try out stuff and how to get him out of his fear bubble, because he's very timid for a lot of things. But he's just so willing to try, and he's so good, and he's so mischievous, and I wish I could afford having a second dog, because I would definitely get him a playmate. And yeah, I know a lot of people say foster, but I don't know that I would be able to give it back. That's my thing. when I fall in love with an animal, it's all or nothing, you know, like I can't give it back. So, like, I just can't, no. Anyway, have a great day, folks.